Many of you are sitting in that nest right now. It feels comfortable, but it is also a cage. Your wings are not broken. You have simply never been forced to use them. Stop waiting for someone else to feed you. The sky is calling your name. Take that step. Trust that you were born to fly. Your real journey begins not when someone builds a line for you, but when you discover the incredible strength to build one for yourself. Now go and claim your sky. The sky is calling your name. The sky is calling your name. Maybe you started your business with a breakaway system, like in Amway. After that came the uni-level system, which most companies, about 80 to 90% or even more, use these systems. This is a system where you build 3 or 4 lines. Most companies work this way. But among all of them, Atomy is the only company that has become truly successful with the binary system. Back in 1997 in the Philippines, when Amway started, other companies like Herbalife, Forever Living, DXN, and Usana were also around. The two-line binary system started popping up even before then. Starting in the 2000s, companies, especially in the telecommunications field, began adopting the two-line binary system. It felt like a global trend. With the IT boom and the age of smartphones beginning, the two-line binary system seemed like the way of the future. So, when Atomy was founded in 2009, the binary system was already popular. People thought that other systems, like the breakaway or even the unilevel, were too difficult. They thought building 3 or 4 lines is hard. Since many companies had grown a lot using the two-line system, Atomy decided to adopt it too. We were confident. Why? Because we had absolute quality, absolute price. As the chairman said when he founded the company, and as he repeated at every Success Academy, if you sell good products cheaply, people will gather. That is still true today. But isn't that idea a bit unusual? How can you make good products and sell them for cheap? Good things are supposed to be expensive, but Atomy made this uncommon idea into common sense, and that's how it achieved such explosive growth. You could say it was a legendary story, but it was also a natural result. But now, 15 or 16 years have passed. When we look at the situation, things have turned out in a very strange way. This isn't just an observation. It's a fact based on what is happening right now. Amway, the original company that started in 1959 and introduced network marketing to the world, is the only one that uses the breakaway system. To become a crown ambassador, which is like our imperial master, you have to build 20 lines under you. Honestly, not many people have achieved that, but those who have earned over 50 million pesos a year. So Amway has been doing it this way all along. But people thought that's too hard. So the unilevel system with the 3 or 4 lines became the main trend. In Korea, about 3 years before the year 2000, companies like Dynasty started to introduce the binary system, and it soon became the dominant trend. There was even a one-line system, but the company failed because sponsors didn't purchase products. What we see from history is this. The breakaway system is used only by Amway. That tells you how difficult it is. But Amway is full of smart people. Why do they stick to that system? The reason is that it's a very independent structure. To help others, I first have to build my own lines. To make a living, I need at least 3 lines to become an emerald and earn over 250 pesos a month. So building 3 or 4 lines became the common standard. Looking at that, people thought, wow, that's too difficult. And so they created the unilevel system. These companies often have a starter package and recommendation bonuses. These methods were all developed in the unilevel system. Each network has a slightly different rules with things like team bonuses, but they are mostly based on the unilevel model. But Atomy, using the binary system, somehow experienced explosive growth and became a global company. We are now in the top 10 ranks, aren't we? Atomy is the one and only company that has succeeded with a binary system. Okay, so Amway is the number 1, the undisputed number 1. We are the only company that succeeded with a binary system, yet we are number 2 in sales in Korea. We've been number 2 for over 10 years, and the companies in 3rd, 4th, fifth, and sixth place all use the unilevel system. Amway continues to do well and is growing steadily. Their growth isn't steep, but is consistent. But why is Atomy struggling? Atomy's products are 3 times cheaper, and when it comes to quality, our products are not even in the same category to be compared with Amway's quality-wise. So why are we stuck? It's something you should really think about. Why isn't this working? I will give you the conclusion first. The reason is dependency. Just think about it with common sense. Look anywhere in the world, in any field. Have you ever seen a successful person who was a dependent? Even if someone gets lucky and succeeds for a while, those kinds of people eventually fail or disappear because Atom is a binary system where you can sign up unlimited members. If your sponsor meets a lot of people, one of your lines will continue to grow downwards. This happens regardless of what you do. When that happens, one line gets big, but you realize it, your other smaller line isn't working. And you think, it is really going to work? The so-called power lag. So you cannot quit. The products are good. The chairman is great. The company grew at lightning speed. It feels like it should work, but it's not easy. So you are stuck, unable to let go, but unable to move forward. The solution is very simple. You might ask, so what are you telling me to do? I will tell you what to do. Many of you are probably in the situation I just described. If people in your group don't have a real dream, haven't properly used the products, and don't attend seminars, even if you sign up many of them, they are just empty members. They will all eventually disappear or are scheduled to disappear. If you still have one line that is alive and growing, you are in the same boat as the 80 to 90% of people who are struggling, while only about 10 or 20% are succeeding. They are all lost, thinking, what should I do? How can you know how to build a second line if we have never even built one before? You've never done it. So for those people, building the other line is like starting the business all over from scratch. But in Amway, you have to build 20 lines. You need to build at least 3 lines to start making real money. They know this is their fate from the very beginning. Because only people with that independent mindset gather there. Amway continues to grow steadily, even as the world changes to an online platform-based era. This doesn't mean Atomy's great mission is gone. It's still absolute quality, absolute price. Unless the chairman gets upset one day and decides to give up on it, saying, I don't need to stick to absolute quality, absolute price anymore. But we all know Chairman Park Han-gil would never do that, right? Not just me, every Atomy member knows this. The principle is a constant. So, what should you do? The answer is simple. I'm talking to those who cannot build their smaller line and don't know how. The people who have already built something and are growing will probably do things their own way. There are people who have constantly worked and are earn around 250,000 pesos per month. They will stick to their method. I would say they're about 20% at most, maybe less than 10%. So what should the other 80 to 90% do? From this moment on, if you are in a group that focuses on sponsor rank promotions, buys you meals, and then ostracizes you if you don't follow, a group that is still caught up in blaming and judging, you need to break away from them cleanly. Make a firm decision. I will build this smaller leg myself, come what may. That decision is the greatest shortcut to success. I will be self-reliant and I will build this line myself even if I starve. People who make this decision must first get their mind right, have an independent spirit, and then find and develop people who have that same independent spirit. Who does that? You do. So you start by creating one person on your left and one on your right who are also independent. Independent. This is the rule of 3. You need to create 3 people like this. Whether you find them among your existing partners or bring in new people, you first create this structure. This is the foundation of what is called the famous 7 core. This is the basic. You become the example. And you find people who will do the same things you do. but you will hear temptations from those around you. Is that really how you should do it? I'm going for a rank challenge. Let's do it together. Just like in the early days of Atomy, they will say, you go once, then I will go once. These are common ideas. Let's push everything so I can get paid this time. Then we will do it for you next time. Some groups have been doing this since the very beginning. You must completely break away from this. Become completely independent from that side. Here, you become the example and you create people who can also act as independent fighters with an independent spirit. And because you are the sponsor, you help this person create their two spaces. Helping these two people become independent fighters is the law of Euler. What does that mean? It means I become independent, but I don't just leave it to these two people. I take responsibility for the people they introduce and help them become independent too. That means you have to teach them and educate them properly. So this is the depth to depth theory. It comes from this. The first person guides the third person, who was introduced by the second person, not the second person alone. The first person holds on and leads the way. Driving depth means to drive down through the depth. But some people seem to have just heard the term somewhere. So when someone is trying for a rank promotion and the person below them doesn't want to max out their credit card, saying, I cannot do that. I don't have the card limit. They pressure the person at the very bottom. They call that depth to depth. If that were true, are all the people who wrote books and gave lectures on network marketing theory and action all fools? Is it pressuring the person at the bottom to use their credit card what driving depth means? Would anyone write in a book that depth to depth means finding someone with a credit card and going down the lines? Would anyone write that? They use the tool of a credit card and completely twist the meaning of depth to depth. Because of that card, all theory is thrown out the window. They think, I don't even want to know about it. So the correct original way, which is also common sense, is that I must first become independent. But since people don't have the spirit to be independent, they rely on sponsor groups or imperial groups. If you've determined that your group is still operating under that old culture of pushing for rank, then become independent from them. Tell them, you and I have nothing to do with each other anymore. I have done enough work for you. Fine, I won't worry about this line. I will just work on my own line. So do not interfere. You have no right to touch me, and I won't call you for help or anything. I will do it myself. This is what independence is. The method for creating this three core is depth to depth. The way we are doing it on our side is this. When someone introduces a new person in their area, the sponsors all go there and help build that person's group. They really work together with them. And the senior sponsors make the key closing decisions. This way, this person becomes a 7 core. This person also becomes a 7 core. If you can build this 7 core structure down 7 levels, meaning this person is a 7 core, and so on, down 7 levels, then you will have an organization that cannot be broken even by a typhoon. But until now, you didn't even know what this was, right? How are you supposed to build it? Anyone can build it. You can build it just by using common sense. What does that mean? I have to be the right kind of person. I have to be sincere. I must not lie. And I have to lead by example. The foundation of our business, duplication, is the same all over the world. The basis of duplication is being an example. I have to be the model. The original copy has to be perfect. Only then will the duplicates come out close to or similar to the original. If those duplicates form a 7 core and it goes down 7 levels, then that organization will not collapse. From that point on, what happens? This person is almost completely independent. And what's great about our two-line binary when it reaches this stage is that there's actually not much left to do. Do you know why? Independence, and this person also independence. It's not just me who has an independent spirit. Everyone has an independent spirit. If this goes down 7 levels, everyone will do things on their own. There's no reason to come to me, and there's nothing to consult about. You just have to maintain it, and you can just watch your genealogy. You don't even need to watch your genealogy. The point will come up automatically. So, how far do we need to go with this structure? You might be thinking, I probably need to get to Royal Master to feel secure, right? No. If you build in this way, you can just become an auto sales master and your business will roll on its own. You will have a continuously increasing income. It's not too late from now on. Everything starts with me. Is it only our business that's like this? In anything in the world, everything exists for me. If I don't exist, what is the meaning of anything? So, hoping that other people will change without me changing first is a nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. So from this moment today, make the decision to be independent. I will change. Decide from me. I will build down 2 or 3 levels. And this will be my responsibility. If that responsibility is passed down from person to person, you will have a very stable group. The important organizational theories that have been distorted until now are the 7 core and the method to achieve it, depth to depth. The responsibility to go down through referrals and build a stable structure belongs to whom? It's me. So, what do B and C below me do? They watch me help the person they introduced. That is the law of Euler. The true law of Euler is this. I first work on this business with an independent spirit. I help the new person I signed up to inherit that spirit, and I teach it to the person they introduced as well. If you keep looking only at your sponsor, you are like a little bird, safe and warm in its nest. Every day, the mother bird brings you food. You look over the edge and see the vast, open sky. You dream of flying, but the wind seems so strong and the ground looks so far away. It feels safer to just stay in the nest and wait. But one day, the mother bird knows it's time. She stops bringing food. She nudges you to the edge. You are terrified. It feels like she is abandoning you, but she knows something you don't. You have wings. Finally, you take a leap of faith, or you stumble out into the empty air. For a heart-stopping moment, there is only panic. You are falling. But then, a deep, powerful instant you never knew you had takes over. You stretch your wings and flap. Once, twice, clumsily at first. And then you catch a current of wind. Suddenly, you are no longer falling. You are soaring. The world opens up beneath you, more beautiful and vast than you could never have imagined from the safety of the nest. You are free. You can now find your own food, build your own future, and one day teach your own children to fly. Many of you are sitting in that nest right now. It feels comfortable, but it is also a cage. Your wings are not broken. You have simply never been forced to use them. Stop waiting for someone else to feed you. The sky is calling your name. Take that step. Trust that you were born to fly. Your real journey begins not when someone builds a line for you, but when you discover the incredible strength to build one for yourself. Now go and claim your sky. Thank you so much.